Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Happy New Year's, everybody. In today's late-season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. It's the Chiefs going up against the Broncos.
All right, Larry, we are a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building as we come to you from Sports Authority Field at Mile High here in downtown Denver. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On target over the middle of the hill. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. They go play action here on first down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. It's complete to Diggs. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now West. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll run again here with West. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw, and that is incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
On the return, this is Denard Robinson. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. They'll look to throw here on first down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Sanders has it over the middle. 23 yards on the play. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. Third down here. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been in an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyvon Branch. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards.
No. Jack, Patriot. Detroit. He's checking credit.
Handoff comes to Anderson. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. They run it again with Anderson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And that is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
2nd down following the incompletion.
Detroit! Back down in Philly. Here we go. Set. Green.
They give it to Anderson. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. first down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. To throw now on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sanders. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Now back to throw. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
They'll run. Anderson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll look to throw here. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Broncos are in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. A busy final day for you coming up in the NFL. Final day of the year as well. 11 other games going on as we speak. And then coming up later this afternoon, 2 games each from the AFC West and NFC West, all kicking off at the same time. Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, Cardinals, Seahawks, Niners, Rams.
Loving it.
And then that's it for the 2017 regular season. It'll be Happy New Year time. And Charles, you going to dust off Auld Lang Syne for us tonight?
Meet me at midnight, baby. You'll find out.
Hard pass. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 53 yards. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Mahomes now on first down. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They run it here. Where? And down inside the 15 he goes. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They run again with Ware. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Leopard! Detroit! Set! Green, 39!
Now Mahomes giving to Ware on the draw. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
Detroit!
Back to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Left side caught by Diggs. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
Leopard! All right, here we go. Philly, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On play action, they'll throw. A dump off to Anderson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And fights through one man. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
They run. Anderson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. They'll look to throw now on first down. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And Diggs has it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Watch him now, Barney. Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll set up a throw. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Ware takes the give from Mahomes. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the will be inside the 35. And coming out now, the Broncos. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by David Amerson. He's got daylight. 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. Now, remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And Denver getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Chris Jones in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second down, 9 yards to go. On the ground, this is Ware. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. Goes to Ware on the screen. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaquille Barrett. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. Play clock winding down. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The drive starts with Devontae Booker. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
They're going to look to throw. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
Here we go now.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Looking to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it's a 1st down for the Broncos. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Jones in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Back to throw here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. To throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Stephon Diggs, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And now here comes Kansas City. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's complete to Chris Conley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
36. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run now with Ware. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here.
All right, here we go. Green.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now. But they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. So the Broncos coming out now. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
They'll look to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Here we go. Open up. Watch him now, Marty. God, Detroit!
Back to throw. Finds Jake Butt over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
On third down, that's Robinson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. He's back to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll set up to throw. A swing pass caught. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He'll drop to throw. That's caught at the 3. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Stephon Diggs with time running out. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back near the 25. And out come the Chiefs now. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Back to throw, Mahomes. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Colts. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
Through an opening, and there he goes. 30. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Hurry up. Here we go. Blue landed.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field.